Simplified issue. What? There are three main types of final expense insurance, and today we're going to teach you all the little details about Simplified Issue Whole Life. So hold on tight and get ready to learn.
My name is Alejandra.
And my name is Amber.
And if you want the best advice in how to grow your legacy and protect it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell below so you can get notified when we post new videos.
And don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps. Alright, so what is Simplified Issue Whole Life? It's kind of like the name, actually. It's simplified. It's very easy. So it's specifically for people who are between the ages of 50 and 85. There is no physical exam, which is why people love this so much. They don't have to go out and do MRIs, CAT scans, get doctor's notes, anything like that. There's just a short set of health questions that you have to go through. Usually it's, like 15 questions, and they're mainly about the main things that make you tick. So heart, lungs, cancer, diabetes. Some, if you do have diabetes, they will work with you. You're not left with just the graded option, so don't worry about that. So just the main things that make you tick. So the other cool thing about Simplified Issue Whole Life that people really love, it will last your entire life, whole life, and your premiums will never change and your benefit never changes, and they can't just cancel it or change anything because your health has changed. So the idea of this is get something cheap and affordable now while you're healthy, and then have it for the rest of your life no matter what happens to you.
So let's take a moment and think about it. Have you ever had to plan a funeral? How did it go? What obstacles did you face? And were you able to grieve, or were you worried about how to pay for it? So tell us about your experience in how this went in the comments below, so we can understand where you come from and what issues you went through. And this type of final expense insurance is just one type. We have different types, so stay posted for new videos on the other types of final expense insurance.
A lot of people get these policies so they can cover final expenses, and what final expenses is actually a very broad thing. It could be funeral expenses, cremation expenses. It could be doctor's bills that were last minute, you didn't think about and you didn't expect either. And it could also just be to pay bills that are still coming in while everything is happening, because when you pass away, it's a lot for your family to handle emotionally, and also trying to figure out finances and things like that. So let's also get into the different things about Simplified Issue Whole Life that people don't really know about, or I guess for just applying for life insurance, people don't know about. So there is something called an MIB, or a Medical Information Bureau. And what that is after you answer those questions, those, about 15 questions, they actually do it's kind of weird, it's like a soft pull on your credit report, but on your medical records. So that is a living record that they keep, and that all other insurance carriers can see. If you decide that you want to apply for different types, that will all be on there, and you can see every time you've been checked. It is very strange, but they do that just to make sure that everything is good, and that all the answers that you have answered are true to the best of your knowledge. The next thing that you should really be aware of when it comes to your final expense policies is some have riders on them, and some of those riders are very, very interesting and can actually really help you. The one that we're going to be going over just a little bit in this video is accelerated living benefit. So it is a rider. It is something that you elect to add on to your policy at time of purchase. And what it does is, if you are permanently confined to a nursing home or diagnosed with a terminal illness, they will actually forward a portion of your death benefit to you that you can use for your care or any other items that you may need. So it doesn't cost you anything, which is amazing. You'd think that there'd be some type of additional premium to that, but what actually happens is, if you elect to use it, there is a very small fee. So but this rider has to be elected at time of signing up for your policy. Okay, very important. Cannot add it later. So if that is something that you do want, just make sure to read the policy and have whoever you're working with definitely go over all the different available riders with you. But this one is one of my personal favorites. All right, last but not least, our little PSA is please, please, please review your current policies.
Review them.
Please. A lot of times we find that policies aren't what people thought that they actually were. A lot of people have bought accidental accidental insurance thinking it was whole life insurance, or they bought term and didn't realize that it will not last for the rest of their life. So please review your policies. The other thing is that if you have an older final expense policy, you could have quite a bit of cash value built inside of your policy. And so when that happens, you have to understand that if you pass away, your family is not going to get the cash value. They are just going to get the death benefit. So if your cash value is actually more, you lose money. So please review it. The other thing too is that if you have that much cash value in there, there are many options that are available to you that you may not have to pay any more premiums and pay them ever again, and you could actually get a larger death benefit without paying anything.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is actually something we're going to talk about in our next video, so stay tuned.
If you'd like to get final expense insurance to protect the ones you love, don't forget to click the link below so you can become our client. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And thanks for watching. Protect yourself, but protecting your legacy.